Have you taken the time to define what it is that you want to accomplish in your professional life? Chances are you haven't ever thought about it, or you've spent a few moments considering what it is that you want to accomplish, but you've never actually solidified it into a quick to recite phrase. Hey, I'm Abby and welcome back to the Life Work Balance YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you how you can find and define for yourself your own professional purpose. I'll also share with you my professional purpose. But before we jump into that, if you're looking forward to today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. And I'm on Twitch, so if you have any career related questions, job search questions, resume, cover letter, LinkedIn questions, whatever it may be, please join me on my Twitch channel on Monday nights, and I will be available to answer any questions that you might have about any of those topics. I've linked to my Twitch channel in the description box below, so if you haven't already joined me on Twitch, please go ahead and do that this week. So what actually is a professional purpose? A professional purpose is knowing why you do what you do, what you want to achieve, and how you plan to achieve it. So while your professional purpose may not necessarily define those three things, your professional purpose does give you insight into what each of those three things are. So why you do what you do, what you want to achieve, and how you achieve it. You can also use your professional purpose as a foundation for your own career development as well as any job searching you might engage in. So regardless of if you're in a job you love and you don't plan on leaving anytime soon, or you're in the midst of your job search, knowing your professional purpose is essential to your long-term career development and career success. So that's all great, but you're not here to hear me drone on about the benefits of knowing your purpose. You're here because you likely want help clarifying your own professional purpose so that you can stand out amongst your peers or other candidates if you're in the process of applying to a new job. So let's get started. In order to understand what your professional purpose is, you need to clarify why, what, and how you do what you do. To clarify what actually drives you, you need to identify and acknowledge some of your past accomplishments and successes. When have you felt the most engaged and fulfilled? When have you felt the most motivated and inspired? What are some of your work wins? So those professional moments, large or small, where you really rocked it. Knowing the answers to those three questions, when have you felt most engaged and fulfilled? When have you felt the most motivated and inspired? And what are your work wins? Will help you identify and acknowledge those accomplishments in your professional life. You then want to ask yourself, what can I do to help others? Or what do I do well that helps others? Also consider, in a perfect world, what does your ideal workday look like? And also kind of on the flip side of that, what would you hate doing for work every single day? What would be impossible for you to tolerate on a regular basis? Your answers to those three questions, what can you do to help others, or what do you do well that helps others? What does your perfect workday look like, and what it is impossible for you to tolerate? Your answers to those questions will help you narrow down what a successful, purpose-filled career looks like to you and what it doesn't look like to you. Knowing what it looks like will help you start to define your professional purpose. And knowing what it doesn't look like will also help you define your professional purpose. You'll know what you need to avoid and what you need to engage in order to achieve that professional purpose. And finally, you need to take the time to do some self-reflection to understand what does and does not matter to you. Identify what you care about and what you could maybe care less about. Maybe you care about money and compensation. Maybe you care about life-work balance. Maybe you want a job where you are allowed to work on projects that give you the ability to be innovative and creative. Maybe it's really important that you love the people you work with. So do some self-reflection on what is important and what matters to you when it comes to your world of work. Then also do some reflection and determine what doesn't matter to you as much. Knowing those things will help you create boundaries so that you can measure opportunities against those boundaries. So once you've done those three things, identified your past accomplishments, asked yourself those three questions I mentioned earlier, and taken a deep dive to understand exactly what matters and doesn't matter to you, Then it's time to sit down and draft your purpose. Draft why you do what you do, what it is that you want to achieve with your professional purpose, and how you're actually going to achieve it. So even right now, maybe pause this video and take a few moments to just draft out what that looks like to you. Now, it's fine for it to be a rough draft. You're going to write this out probably more than once. So even putting it down on paper does not solidify it into being your professional purpose. That can be a working phrase or a working document that you can use to evolve your purpose until you find something that really resonates with what is important to you right now in your professional career. So once you've defined your purpose or you've written it down, it's time to start sharing it with other people. You can share your purpose during your interviews. This is really what will set you apart from other candidates during the interview and application process. When would you share your professional purpose? Well, you could weave it into your response to the following interview questions. Why do you want this job? Why do you want to work here? Why us? Why should we hire you? And tell me about yourself. You will stand out from the crowd of other candidates when you're able to weave your professional purpose into interview answers and responses. When you can explain why or how the job that you're interviewing for or the organization you're interviewing with fits into your overall professional purpose, you will blow the interviewers away. And that will really show them that you're enthusiastic and excited and connected to the job and the values of the job and possibly the organization. That connection will set you apart from all of the other candidates who give more vague or generic responses. So when you can explain why your professional purpose matters to you and how it connects to the job and the organization you're applying to, you will blow the recruiters and hiring managers out of the water and really stand out in their minds as the best cultural fit for the position and the organization. So what is my professional purpose? Well, at this point, it is exactly what I'm doing right now. So my professional purpose is that I help people who are unhappy with their current job or career explore and find more opportunities to be engaged, fulfilled, and happier at work and at home. I help people find and define life-work balance for themselves. So I hope this video was helpful for you to define, or at least begin defining, your professional purpose. If you created a professional purpose or you already have one, please go ahead and tell me about it in the comments box below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't create a purpose but you have other questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please leave those in the comments box below. I read through every comment that comes through and I respond to them individually. So please, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, put them in the comments below and I will get back to you as quickly as I am able. And remember, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life-work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. And again, if you are looking for one-on-one live coaching advice or support through your job search process or your career development, please join me on my Twitch channel every Monday night. I've linked to my Twitch channel in the description box below, so please go ahead and give me a follow there. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.